students, this is P. Venkateswarlu, PGT Physics, Nandal Public School. Today, I will discuss about Chapter 7, Alternating Current, Part 2. Coming to phasor diagram. Coming to phasor diagram. Coming to phasor diagram. The study of AC circuit is much simplified. If we represent AC, alternating current, alternating EMF, as rotating vector. Rotating vector. Okay. So with the angle between the vectors equal to phase difference between current and EMF. Okay. So the study of AC circuit is much simplified. If we represent AC, alternating current, alternating EMF, as a rotating vector, the angle between them means the angle between vectors, which is equal to the phase difference between EMF and current. Okay, EMF and current. So this rotating vectors representing current and EMF is called phasors. Phasors means the rotating vector which represents EMF and the current. We can say phasors. Phasors. A diagram representing alternating current, alternating EMF of some frequency as a rotating vector with a phase angle between them is called phasor diagram. Once again, a diagram representing alternating current and alternating EMF as a rotating vector with the phase angle between them is called phasor diagram. Okay. The length of the vector represented the maximum or peak value of current and EMF. The length of the vector is represent the peak or maximum value of EMF or current, alternating current. See, so consider one vector. Say it is current or EMF. Consider a vector. So this rotating vector. So this is rotating vector. So we can say this is EMF, or current. Okay, we can make the xy axis because the vector is rotating omega t like this. The vector rotating like this. Understand? Okay. So the length of the vector, the length of the EMF vector which gives peak value. Peak value. Okay. So already I said the alternating EMF, alternating current, we can represent a function of E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Okay, understand? E naught sine omega t. Alternating current through a pure resistor. Alternating current through a resistor. Through a resistor. Okay. See here, this derivation is not important for board exam. Okay. So final formula and phasor diagrams very important. Okay. So consider a resistor. We can apply AC, alternating EMF. Okay. Consider a resistor. If this is symbol resistor R, we can apply alternating EMF. Okay, alternating EMF represent like this. Okay, so AC. So here alternating EMF E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Sine omega t. Understand? Okay. Here in this case, resistor is R connected to an AC AC supply with instantaneous value is E is equal to E naught sin omega t. Okay, see here, potential drop across R. Potential drop across R. Okay, so I can write E is equal to E naught sin omega t. This is equation 1. Here, potential drop across resistor. Here, V is equal to IR. This we can write E is equal to IR. This is equation 2. This is equation 2. Equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. Okay. IR is equal to E naught sin omega t. I is equal to E naught by R sin omega t. Okay. I is equal to this E naught by R is equal to I naught. Okay, understand? So I naught sin omega t. Understand? So this is equation 3. Understand? So from the alternating current EMF by using resistor, we can find the current through a resistor. I is equal to I naught sin omega t. By comparing 1 and 3, there is no phase difference. No phase difference. Understand? There is no phase difference. There is no phase difference. From 1 and 3, there is no phase difference between EMF and current. Okay, they are in phase. They are in phase. They are in phase. Understand? Okay. So see the circuit diagram by using E is equal to E naught sin omega t. We know that potential drop across according to Ohm's law. We can write E is equal to IR. Okay, that is equation 2. By comparing, we can get I is equal to I naught sin omega t. So comparing 1 and 3, no phase difference because E is equal to E naught sin omega t, I is equal to I naught sin omega t. The function is same. The function is same. Okay, understand? So coming to how we can draw the phasor diagram. Okay, by using these equations, how we can draw how we, how we can draw phasor diagram. Okay, see here we know that resistor AC power supply. Okay, we know that E is equal to E naught sin omega t. I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Understand? I naught sin omega t. By comparing, we know that they are in phase. Coming to graph, we know that sine graph starting from 0. Okay, so here pi, here 2 pi angle. Okay, understand? So this we can say uh, E is equal to E naught sin omega t. Okay, here they given E naught value because peak value. Understand? So now how we can represent current? Okay, because I naught is equal to E naught by R. Okay, so I naught curve is less than E naught curve. Understand? Like this. Okay, this dotted line indicates I is equal to I naught sin omega t. I is equal to I naught sin omega t. This is graph. Okay, so this represent I naught peak value of current. Very very important. Next, phasor diagram. Both important. How we can draw this means by using these two equations. Very very important. Coming to phasor diagram. phasor diagram. Okay. Consider this is E. E is equal to E naught sin omega t. Angle omega t. Omega t. So this current and EMF which are in phase. Okay. In the same direction, the current also is existed. I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Okay. So how we can find the length? By using horizontal and vertical line. Okay, here this vertical value it is denoted I naught. This vertical value it is denoted E naught. Understand? This is phasor diagram. This is phasor diagram. Understand? So because this small vector indicates current, this large vector is there which indicates EMF. EMF. This is phase difference. This is phase difference. Understand? Explain phasor diagram for pure resistive circuit. Pure resistive circuit, no energy storing element present. Pure resistive circuit means no energy storing element present, resistor and alternating EMF. The current direction indicates like that. Alternating EMF V is equal to Vm sin omega t, like E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So we know that the graph of alternating EMF like that. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. By comparing both equations, IR is equal to Vm sin omega t. IR is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then I is equal to Vm by R sin omega t. Vm by R is equal to Im. Finally, I is equal to Im sin omega t, where Im is equal to Vm by R. The graph of current which indicates different color. From both equations we can get voltage and current have same phase. Phase difference is 0. Phase difference between current and voltage in resistance circuit is 0. Coming to phasor diagram. Okay, current vector and voltage vector which are rotating about a fixed points. Okay, so I is equal to, we know that V by R. Voltage vector is always greater than current vector. So that is phasor diagram. And current and voltage are coincide. The phase difference is 0 degrees. Keywords: current, in phase, voltage. Phasor diagram for pure resistive circuit is plot that represent current delivered by the source is in phase with the voltage. Very, very important point. We know that related terms are phase. Finally, we can remember AC through an inductor. AC through alternating current through an inductor. AC through an inductor. Okay, so also this is also is not important for board exam, but phasor diagrams are very important. How we can draw the phasor diagram? How we can draw the current and EMF equation? Okay, so we know that we can apply AC power supply to an inductor. Inductor means one type of solenoid. We can apply alternating EMF. Okay, we know that alternating EMF E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Okay, understand? This is equation 1. We know that the potential drop across the inductor, the potential drop across the inductor E is equal to minus E is equal to minus L into di by dt. Di by dt. Okay, here, so according to Lenz law, we can write E is equal to minus E, that is equal to, here we can take E, E is equal to minus E, you can write L di by dt. So, L di by dt. Okay, so we can write in the form of current, we can write E is equal to L di by dt. Okay, understand? L di is equal to E dt. E dt. Understand? di is equal to E by L. E by L dt. E by L dt. Understand? di is equal to E by L. E by L dt. This is equation 2. 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. di is equal to, instead of E, we can substitute equation E naught sine omega t divided by L. Divided by L dt. Okay, here di differential form is there. So we can get current means we can integrating both sides. Integrating both sides, we can get di is equal to I. E naught by L, it is constant. Integration sine omega t dt. Integration sine omega t dt. So we know that integration of sine omega t dt is equal to cos minus cos omega t divided by omega. Cos omega t divided by d by dt of omega t minus cos omega t divided by omega. We don't cancel here omega, here omega. Okay, understand? I is equal to E naught by L minus cos omega t divided by omega. Rearrange this, I is equal to E naught divided by omega L minus cos omega t minus cos omega t. Okay, understand? Here we can change small thing. Okay, understand? We can change a small thing that is equal to, that means minus cos omega t we can written as minus cos omega t we can written as sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, understand? Minus cos omega t minus cos omega t we can written as sin omega t minus pi by 2 or 90 degrees, or otherwise we can write minus cos omega t, otherwise we can write cos omega t is equal to sin pi by 2 minus omega t. Okay, so we can use this or second one. Okay, understand? So instead of this, we can write I is equal to E naught by omega L sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. This is final equation. This is final equation. Understand? This equation we can denote as 3. 3. Okay. So E is equal to E naught sin omega t. I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. This indicates current. This indicates current here. I naught is equal to E naught by omega L. Omega L. Understand? So this we can indicate. E naught by R. Then here this R indicates X suffix L, inductive reactance. Inductive reactance. I will explain after 1 minute. We can understand from equation 1 and 3. In a pure inductor, the current lags, very very important. The current lags behind the voltage by a phase angle is pi by 2, pi by 2. Understand? Pi by 2. Okay. So this diagram, this equation is very very important. Okay, coming to phasor diagram. How we can draw the phasor diagram? Okay. So current is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. Pi by 2. Okay, see here, in a pure inductor, in a pure inductor, the current lags, the current lags, the current lags behind the behind the behind the uh, behind the voltage behind the voltage lags with pi by 2 means 90 degrees. Okay, understand? The phase difference between current and EMF in this case is pi by 2, pi by 2. Understand? Coming to graph and phasor diagram. Coming to graph and phasor diagram. Okay, so we know that always E is equal to E naught sin omega 2. You can represent like this. Okay, understand? E is equal to E naught sin omega t, sin omega t. Understand? So now we can draw the current curve. Okay, current is lags behind the EMF. EMF is 90 degrees. 90 degrees means here uh, pi 2 pi 2 pi. This is current. I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, this line, dotted line indicates current. The dotted line indicates current. Understand? Coming to phasor diagram. Coming to phasor diagram. Uh, the voltage line indicates always like this. Okay, E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So according to our derivation, current is lagging behind the EMF is 90 degrees, like this, 90 degrees. Current. This is current. I is equal to I naught, I is equal to I naught sine omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, so this is phasor diagram. This is phasor diagram. This value indicates current. That value is this one. This value indicates alternating EMF, alternating current. So this we can say phasor diagram. This we can say, this diagram we can say phasor diagram. This we can say phasor diagram. Okay. So in previous year CBSE, they given one phasor diagram like this. Understand? So simply they given empty graph. Okay. So which line indicates what? Like that they are asking question. Okay. So thick line indicates curve. Curve A indicates what? Curve B indicates what? Like that. Understand? If you know this, means this is for an inductor. Okay. Resistor start from here. Inductor start from here. Understand? So then coming to capacitor start from here. Based on three diagrams, you can find easily this graph is which one, example resistance or inductor. Okay, by using this graph, so the electrical instrument is what? Okay, based on that, previously they are asking in this question. It's capacitor, it's inductor.